welcome back to another reading vlog. I have just come back from Twilight trivia night, and also I went to the library to pick up this beauty, which I am enjoying so much so far. I'm already like 75% of the way through, so after tomorrow I should be done, and then I'll give an update. Twilight trivia night was really fun and really crowded. Like, it was literally elbow to elbow. I stood up the entire time, and my team, which was just me and one of my friends, we did not win, but safe to say that we had a really good time. I did have to go hide in the bathroom for a second because it was literally so crowded that I was overstimulated. But it was fun, and the trivia team names that people came up with were just really out there and hilarious. It was a really good time. It got me thinking how like genuinely lucky I am to be in Charleston, obviously, but to be close to a bookstore like that has a bunch of events going on all the time. Like, I can just be in a community of people who love books, and like, it's right there. It's so great. And like, obviously I had that at Chapel Hill to like a different degree. It was more of like an academic community. But anyway, tomorrow I think I'm gonna play some chess, and also I probably need to cook for my family as well. So you'll probably see both of those things. Let me pitch this for a second, and then I will be done talking and we'll get back to the rest of the video. This is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I've seen this around for like a good long while, and I've been in a little bit of a cozy fantasy kick lately, so it seemed like, you know, a good thing to read. But I am enjoying it so much more than I thought I was going to. Like, the negative reviews I've heard of this is that it's like boring or whatever. No, it suits me perfectly. The main character is a professor who is like not a fan of people at all, and that is just me to a T. And she's just like bumbling around, like so unaware that her academic rival and partner, who is there with her on this expedition that she's on, is like hopelessly in love with her. And it's so cute. It's so cute. I just relate to this main character so much. Like, her research and her work is the most important thing to her in her life, and she tends to push people away without even really realizing. She realizes that she's doing it, but she's like, well, it is what it is. Like, are you describing me? I love it so much because of that. I feel like it's so rare to find a book where you just like really relate to one of the characters, and whenever I do, it just automatically becomes a favorite. I can't wait to read the rest of this series. I'm so grateful that it is a series and not a standalone, because I like can't wait to read the rest of it, genuinely. I think the biggest comp that I can think of for sure is The Cruel Prince, because we've got a mortal female main character, and then a male main character is, you know, like from the fairy world. And like, the fairy world in Emily Wilde and in this book are super similar. I actually know that much about like the scholarship or like the tales of fairy, but obviously there's like some sort of source, because both of these authors are like, I think, looking at it and, you know, reproducing it in their books. So like, Grumpy Sunshine in The Cruel Prince, Jude Grumpy, I guess Carden would be the sunshine in that situation, maybe, but like the misunderstood prince replicated very nicely in this one as well. So if you liked this one, you'll probably like this one as well. I think that's it for this little yap. Let's get back to the rest of the video. This is Mom's recipe. Hello, I am back to report on my books. So I finished this last night and then immediately started the second one, picked it up from the library this morning, and also started this one in the meantime because I needed something to read. I think we can officially say that I am out of my reading slump because I am devouring books like a dragon. And who was it thanks to? Thank you, Miss Emily Wilde, for getting me out of this slump. Thank you. I have the very strong urge to repeat myself about how I love the main character so much, and obviously that made like a huge impact on why I like the book so much. But another part of it that I really think, this is my English literature brain coming out, that we can compare it to some of these classics, and I'll tell you why in a second. Chaucer's Canterbury Tales, the Lais of Marie de France. I have to tell you, pick her up. No one talks about Marie de France. And Boccaccio's The Decameron. And what do all of these things have in common, you might ask? Besides Marie de France's Lais doesn't exactly fit into this genre, these are frame tales, which I studied a lot, like a lot, in university. To my literature brain, Emily Wilde first references the frame tale genre very well, because of all the little stories that are included inside of the book itself. So stories within stories. This book does that really well, and it just brings to mind all of my old favorites that I just mentioned. And then further, the journalistic style, like the journal entries that she's doing, Emily Wilde, that make up the entire book, definitely a reference, I think, to Bram Stoker's Dracula, which is told in the exact same way from a bunch of different characters. Like obviously Emily Wilde is mostly just Emily, and then there's like one or two entries from Wendell, but I think it's a clear callback to this as well. I looked at the author's profile in the back of the book, and she has her master's in English literature, so I was like, girl, I see you. Trust someone's trust. I am seeing the references that you are putting down. I am picking them up. By the time I talk to you guys again, I will most likely have finished this and then the rest of the Emily Wilde series. So that's what we can expect to pick up next time. In the meanwhile, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Bye!